think I'll mention the links later. I'll just say how it is. Ignoble is someone who is very or something that is dishonorable. Let's just say, like, if you what America is doing to Syria, so like they're like killing innocent people, which is ignoble. That is like an adjective. And next is igno ignomin ignominious is something that is disgraceful. For example, let's just say if someone has got a really high reputation and his nudes gets leaked, that would be ignominious adjective. Next is immutable. Immutable is mutant. Like mutant is like something that changes, and immutable is like something that doesn't change. So immutable is something that it cannot change. For example, if you live somewhere, you have to pay the rent, and then if you have like high salary, you have to pay the taxes, stuff like that. So that's immutable. And impartial is adjective, is unbiased. For example, like if you understand the concept of jury, the people in the jury, they have to be impartial, so unbiased, so they can take a proper decision. So next word is impertinent. Impertinent is when someone is very rude, like the delinquents in like delinquents, the students who would act rude to the teachers. So that. Impeccable is someone who doesn't gets like less angry or less hostile. It doesn't matter, like no matter what you do, they are always going to be in a bad mood. So an example is like after the team won the match, the coach was still impeccable. Like he still made the team practice after the match. So that's impeccable. And implausible is something that is not possible to believe. So it's an adjective. And some student was late school because if you make up a stupid story and you try to pitch it, that would be implausible. And imprudent is someone who is not wise. In anime character, there will always be let's just say two types of character. It's like one imprudent and one is insidious. So imprudent is someone who is like dumb, not wise. And there is this other character who is insidious. So insidious is someone who is like intelligent plus decisive. So let's just talk about Fruit Basket again. In Fruit Basket, Yuki was so as I was saying, in all anime characters there would like be one imprudent and one would be incisive. Incisive is someone who is intelligent and decisive. So in Fruit Basket, Yuki was incisive. One, he was very like before he did something, he was very like thoughtful before taking a decision, and Kyo would just rush into things without thinking of the consequence. So that, and there is this other word, impudent. Impudent is someone who is like forward and bold. I wonder if it has a negative connotation. If you spoke out on the word terribly insulted, oh yeah, it does have a negative connotation. It's like imprudent when you're being rude, like, when let's just say when you are dealing with a case and judge is talking and then the lawyer just would interrupt him. That would be an example of imprudent. And in incongruous is something that lacks harmony. Let's just say how vast economy inequality. Incongruous. Okay, let's just say incongruous is like something that has lack of harmony. For example, the living standard of Bangladeshi people and living standard of American people, like, is going to be very different. So that's incongruous. And incorrigible, yeah, this word is like incorrigible, it's like coarse, something that is very damaged. So incorrigible is like something that is beyond repair. It could be a person or anything, a building, it could be a building or anything. So if something that cannot be formed again, that is incongruous. So next word is indecorous. Indecorous is, my hair looks bad. So indecorous is like, let's just say it has something to do with decoration. So indecorous is like not polite in when it comes to manner. So if you put like your hand on the table, that will be indecorous. And like if you stab your foot with chopstick, that is indecorous. Indifference is when someone doesn't give a shit about something. So let's just say if someone like, the people who don't care about their grades or like their reputation in university or anything, so they are very indifferent. Like, that is indifference and that is a noun. Inexorable is something that is not possible to stop or prevent. Well, when it comes to let's just say when it comes to IT, artificial intelligence and technology, it's pretty obvious that they're going to take over and you cannot stop it. So that is inexorable. And next is ingenuous. Ingenuous is an adjective, and when a person is very naive and innocent, they are ingenuous. For example, Toru, like, she doesn't think too much before she jumps into helping other people. And also you see these dramas and everything. The girl comes from countryside and then she teaches herself new things, and then she's CEO of a new company. So yeah, ingenuous is like the beginning stuff. And what's it called? Ingratiate is okay, this is gonna sound very weird. Ingratiate is when you try to suck up to someone, when you put effort to be in someone else's good side. When you want a promotion, you suck up to your boss. That is ingratiate. It's like fake gratitude kind of thing. So that's ingratiate. So I'm not quite sure where the last video ended, so I'm going to start from the new one. Let's just say inimical. Inimical is like no, mickle kind of has to do something with animals. So if an environment is not suitable for animals, it's called inimical. Let's just say Venus. Venus has a temperature that can melt rubber in an instant, so that is inimical. And next is innocuous. Innocuous is something that is harmless. Let's just say a drug, like a new medicine came out, and first people said, okay, that is harmful, and then researchers then figured out that it's not harmful, so that's innocuous. And there's this one time people started saying that vaccine causes autism, and like later on they figured out no, vaccines are totally innocuous, like vaccines are harmless. And then inscrutable. Inscrutable is when something is not easy to understand. So let's just say you're having a normal conversation and your friend starts talking about all the vocabulary words, so then the conversation would be inscrutable. And let's just say when you're talking about normal stuff, and like someone starts talking about like Sheldon and Leonard and applied physics and astrology and stuff like that, that would be inscrutable. And insidious. Insidious is working subtly or in a destructive way. For example, if you drink arsenic contaminated water, nothing would happen for a few months. But if you keep that up for a long time, of course you're going to have like destructive result. So that's something that's subtle but destructive, insidious. So next is insolent. Insolent is when someone is very rude and arrogant. So there are a lot of people like that around me. Plus there are a lot of anime characters that are very insolent. Oh yeah, I remember the other day I was watching Fruit Basket, and there's this kid. She like he liked Kisa to Toru, and it was just horrible. So that insolent, very rude and arrogant. And then next is intimate. Intimate obviously it's got a meaning, but then it has other meaning. It's called it's got other meaning, and it's like a GRE meaning. So intimate is to suggest someone something subtly. For example, if you tell your friend that a dress doesn't look good on her, so first you try to be intimate, like subtly tell her, and then if she doesn't get the clue, you have to directly tell her. And next is intransigent. Transigent or transient phrase is something that is very short, something that doesn't last. So intransigent is something that doesn't change. So let's see, is the main cause of mercy the judge remained intransigent. Okay, so let's just say a criminal committed a really horrible crime and a lot of people were trying to save him, but the judge, he was intransigent. And it is an adjective, and that's all for today. Bye.